Hello, Becky here, and welcome back to my channel. I've decided that I took 3 books out at the library. My friend sent me a list of all these books, and we went through them all, and it was like just new books coming out this year, I believe. I decided to do a little reading vlog because I picked 3 books came in at the library. They weren't even like out yet when we were looking at them. They hadn't even been published yet. Just picking up books as they come in at my library, and all 3 of them happen to have pink spines. So I'm wearing pink gradient glasses. So this one's more of like a peachy pink color, but still it worked pink with what I got. And my friend happened to listen to this one first as an audiobook. She said it was okay, but it is YA, and it's like very obviously YA. So maybe a little bit younger reading. So I'm hoping it'll be a quick and fast, easy read anyways. But it's called You Have a Match. So I'm going to start with, for this vlog, there's going to be 3 books. And I'm going to start with You Have a Match by Emma Lord. And I'll just do a quick blurb of it. When Abby signs up for a DNA service, it's mainly to give her friend and secret love interest Leo a nudge. After all, she knows who she is already. Avid photographer, injury-prone tree climber, best friend to Leo and Connie. Although ever since the BEI, big embarrassing incident, with Leo, things have been awkward on that front. But she didn't know she's a younger sister. Abby takes this DNA test and finds out she has a sister. So I'm anticipating it will be a quick read. My friend said it was like okay. It wasn't the best thing ever, but that's okay. It'll be light and easy, hopefully. So yeah, we're gonna start that. We're just waiting for our pizza to be done. We're just getting Little Caesars. My son wanted pizza and we had to run out and do like a drive out of town. So yeah, and it's Friday. I pick up my daughters in about just under 2 hours from school, it's 1 o'clock, so just under 3 hours because they're out at 3:40. So I will hopefully have more interesting things to vlog later. So I'm about a third of the way through You Have a Match, and I'm enjoying it so far. My friend said like it reads a little bit young, but I think I know what she's saying, but I think that the problem is the main character in here, she is 16 years old, and I think it reads appropriate for her age. I think we read a lot of YA that like maybe it's a little bit more mature than maybe it should be for their ages, or it's a lot around like the 18, 19 age. But like I read Legendborn at the beginning of this year and it was really, 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 really good, but I gave it a 4 out of 5 just because she's 16, the main character in Legendborn, she's 16 and in like this early college course thing, so she's with a bunch of like, you know, like 18, 19, 20-year-olds in college. Just a lot of stuff that happened to her and the way she was acting and stuff, I felt was like a little too mature and she was a little too young to be in those situations. And I'm not just talking about like fighting invisible demon things, but just like the romantic relationships and stuff that she was put into. Sometimes we read it's a little bit more mature. So I think it does read a little bit younger, but I think it's appropriate for her age and maturity level and stuff like that. And I don't like, she's not immature. She's 16. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. She's at the camp now. She does a DNA match and finds out that she has an older sibling she didn't know about. The older sister used to go to this camp and now she's a counselor there, and our main character is like, okay, I'll go check out this camp or whatever and we'll figure out like why our parents lied to us about having a sibling. So, sorry, we're crate training, so it's fun. Anyway, so she's at the camp now, and it makes me want to go to summer camp. I think I went to summer camp once my whole life growing up, from what I can remember. But it makes me just want to go out and go to, like, a cabin on a lake and go kayaking and hiking and do all the fun things. So, anyways, I gotta go. My muffins are beeping at me, and the dog is barking. And when is crate training ever gonna get any better? Please let me know. We have to clean the mouse cage, which is always fun.
No,
hey! Novella's meeting the mice for the first time.
Second time. I can get them.
I know, you can get them, but...
No.
So, this is their cage. And then we have this bucket here filled with some wooden things that we buy like at the dollar store. And then mice, and the kids paint it and stuff like that, and so then they go in this bucket and play. And I made them a bookshelf.
Put this in there so I don't hide more. Come on.
And basically, to clean their tank, like you want to see dog butt, I just take the 4 mice out. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to. That's what Ryland's doing right now.
I tried to pick them up, but this white one is climbing up.
Oh, I got her.
Okay.
This is Piggy. Want to put her in the thing? Oh, she pooped on me.
Gotcha. And this is the last one.
Sophie calls that one Koala. I call her Daisy.
Walk on phone. There, walk on phone.
Oh my gosh. She's like right on the phone. Come here, Daisy. Whoop. Okay, Ryland, play with them in here.
And this is the rest.
Oh boy.
There's 4 mice.
Yeah. So,
I turned too much.
yes, you did. Please don't do that. Almost crushed the mice. Now I gotta twist you onto the
And
tripod.
this is the cutest one.
Hold on. I gotta twist them on.
And this is the cutest one.
That is
Pepper.
Pepper Potts.
There. Peppers. Number 5.
And then this is the castle that we made for them and stuff.
And this is, don't forget.
Oh, don't.
Forget Stringy.
Yeah, or Natasha Romanoff.
And her middle,
Don't hold her upside down like that.
name is Strongy.
Don't bite the tail. Oh my goodness. You bad dog. Oh, Last time I did this with Ryland, he let a mouse go.
And one of them got a wasp.
We found it. We had some fun after we got the mice building things for them. With the kids and stuff. It was a fun art project. So if you have any rodent-like pets around, Go to your local craft store or Walmart and grab some popsicle sticks and hot glue, and it's fun. Okay, I'm gonna put them in here though because I'm in the middle of cleaning. So basically I just popped the stuff off the cage. Oh, I also saw this at Walmart like a long time ago, and I was like, if we ever get a hamster, I'm getting its little swing. So we got mice, but it was like $7, so.
The poopy machine.
Yeah, they are pooping machines.
Stop pooping on me. Let her poop on you.
No, just put her back for now. She's still so tiny, Pepper. She's like the tiniest. Let's look in the food dish. She's so cute though. Basically, if you want to empty or change, clean a kennel, hamster or mice or gerbils, have your kids old enough to do it, or do it by yourself. Basically, take the top off, take this thing full of their shavings and dump it out. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Penguin power. She's too scared. She's kind of the skittish one.
And she's very fast.
Yes.
She's fast. Papa is looking. And this is our cute little dog.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Hit one apparently.
Maybe.
Can you see the mice?
Maybe mice run. No A in there. Cute.
We made Bowser's Tower.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
I will pee that. Oh, I saved the mice.
There we go. Just leave it. Here, Ryland, do you want to scrunch some of this in here?
Mommy.
Oh.
One finger, a finger. That's what you can. Let's see, it's chunky. Yeah, you can squeeze through. So easy. If I was a mice, I would want it to put me on top and I would squeeze through. That's so hard.
Okay. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
You are. I'm Pepper, and you know Pepper, and Pepper, and you know.
So I have like exactly 100 pages left of You Had a Match, and I'm enjoying it. It's going well. I just had a thought while I was reading. The part of the camp that she's in is like SAT prep in the mornings. So it's like 5 hours of SAT prep stuff. And then after that, they have more free time. They can go hiking, kayaking, you know, whatever camp activities. And they're on like an island. So there's like the lake and stuff nearby. She just talks about like back home, she's failing English in school and stuff like that. And she's supposed to be in summer school this summer. And her parents have her like tutoring in every single possible subject. And like every day, every moment of her life is scheduled. She says, you have me scheduled within an inch of my life and you want more rules. So she's like scheduled so much. And she's talking about earlier in the book, she's talking, and then here she's not talking, but she's thinking about it. This place where I can learn and still have enough room to breathe, so I actually enjoy it. Like I said, they have the 5 hours in the morning and then of academic work, and then after that they're free to do other stuff. And earlier in the book she was talking about how she actually has a chance to like process and breathe and enjoy and understand what she's learning. So just a thought for parents out there who are like trying to schedule like every moment of their kids and not giving them any free time whatsoever. I think there's definitely a place for organized sports and activities and things like scouts, and it teaches kids like being on a sports team, how to have good sportsmanship, how to win well, how to lose well, working as a team, things like that. And those are important. Scouts and stuff like those give you life skills. And that's good and that's important. And being on a bit of a schedule teaches you to be responsible and on time and things like that. But if every moment is scheduled, you just don't have any downtime. You have no time to breathe and it's very stressful. So just a thought, like, yeah, schedule the activities and have the organized sports and stuff like that. That's good. But also have time for just doing nothing and just having space to breathe. That's my thoughts on that part. So I'm just out ready to go for my massage, yay. And I finished You Have a Match last night. It was really good, I enjoyed it. I was texting my friend because she listened to it as an audiobook and I read it as a physical book from the library. And I was just saying, like, it was nice. There's like the drama of finding out you have a sibling that you had no idea about for the past 16 years of your life. You had no idea you had this older sibling. And there's like that drama, but that's like it. They're at a summer camp, so there's not like a whole bunch of high school drama or drama just between the girls. Like, she meets these friends that she's bunking with in the same cabin, and they become friends, and there isn't like all this drama between them. They're just like getting along and living their best lives. And there's a little bit of relationship drama, just a little bit, but not like this huge thing. So I liked it. It was nice. It was light. It was a lighter read. It was easy to read. The main character in that book, Abby, she is very passionate about photography. And then her friend Leo is very passionate about food and cooking and stuff like that. And I always love reading a good story where the main character just has like this big passion and drive in their life, even if it's like a hobby and not necessarily something that they turn into a career, but just a hobby that they do that they have a passion for. Because I know as a 33-year-old woman, I had a lot of passions as a teenager and growing up and stuff like that, and things I was passionate about. And it's not that so much that I'm not passionate about those things, but I just haven't done anything with them in my life. So I'm definitely searching for some passion in my life. So I love reading that in these other stories. And in You Have a Match, the older sibling, she is like an Instagram influencer and all about like the healthy lifestyle and stuff like that. So I just picked up, and I was having a bath today, People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd. So this is my second of my pink books that I picked up from the library. So I'm reading this one next, and she is an Instagrammer, Instamom, whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm not up with the cool lingo. I'm not cool like that, but I believe, because the sticker covers it, the library sticker, but followed by millions, watched by one. So this is like, I think it's supposed to be like a thriller. The prologue starts with her like being hurt, but you don't know what happens, and then chapter 1 is like 6 weeks earlier. It says, a razor-sharp, wickedly smart suspense debut about an ambitious influencer mom whose soaring success threatens her marriage, her morals, and her family's safety. So I just find it interesting that the two books that I've picked are both like have Instagram influencers in them. So maybe I'll learn a thing or two from my Bookstagram. I don't know. But yeah, so I really enjoyed You Have a Match, and now on to People Like Her. So I will update later when I have more to say. So I just want to talk about this People Like Her really quickly while I remember to do it. So she is a mom, an Insta mom, and a, you know, Instagram influencer, all that stuff. And this is a British book, like it takes place in, I think, London, but England anyways. And like, it's so staged. And she talks about like people want authenticity. People want to see like your real world and stuff like that. But she talks about like how she just fell into being the Insta mom after her baby was born and she had nothing to do, and she was like scrolling through her phone while breastfeeding, and the husband's like, that's not how it worked at all. And then you get her point of view, and it's like, I had an agent before I was even pregnant. And then like she's like, we keep our house really tidy, but then the Sunday Times is coming over to take a video and do like an interview with her and stuff like that. And so she has to like throw toys around the house to make it look like she's relatable to all these people. So I just find it really funny with like all this like Instagram, like everyone wants authenticity and people are just like faking it. So I always find that really interesting, and it just goes to show like you can't believe everything that you see online. To a degree, we all put up like our best selves, even when we are showing like the dirtier parts of our lives or the not best parts of our lives. We're still choosing what you see online. And I think that's an important thing to remember, especially with our like big influencers and stuff and people who are really big on things like Instagram, that we are we don't put them up on too big of a pedestal. And anyways, it's driving me crazy that she like fakes everything, but this is a thriller, so I think that has to do with why like she gets hurt or somebody gets hurt or something thrilling happens. So I'm still reading People Like Her. And my question is, how do you read that? People like her, like she's a nice person and they get along with her, or people like her, like there are other people out there that are similar to how she is? Let me know. I kind of go back and forth between the two ways of thinking about it. So I just wanted to share 2 quotes from this. Perhaps the truth is that I come from a very long line of very bad mothers. And that, of course, is what all this you do you, clap yourself on the back, you deserve it, crap that serves to obscure. That, ultimately, all mamas are not superheroes. They become a mom, that becoming a mom doesn't automatically confer sainthood if you were a dick before you pushed a baby out of your bits. That ultimately, all mothers are still just people. Some of us are kind and gentle and endlessly giving. Others resentful and frustrated and increasingly convinced that they've made a terrible mistake. Some will be getting through each day and doing their best, while others just go through the motions waiting for the 7:30 p.m. gin and tonic. There will be some moms out there who thought they were going to hate it and have surprised themselves, and others who thought they'd love it and simply don't. Some of us are wonderful, some of us are wankers. Most of us are a mixture of all these things on any given day. So I think that's just a really good reminder that like motherhood is hard, and sometimes, like she said, like some are wonderful and some are not, but usually we're just a mixture of all these things all in the same day. And just mothering is very difficult, and we just need to stick together. And that's one thing, like, I really don't like the main character of this. She's not a likable character. Her life is relatively easy with the kids, so she's like making up difficult things so that she has good content. You don't have to make up stuff to be a relatable mom. There's no way you're going to relate to everybody. Not everyone gets postpartum depression. So I think like she's kind of faking that she has postpartum depression, or had it anyways, so that she can relate to more people. And I don't think that's right. I think I can sympathize with you if you had postpartum depression. I can be a shoulder for you to cry on. I'm not going to fully understand it because I didn't go through it, but I can still, if you want to talk to me, you can still talk to me. But I'm not going to fake it and be like, oh yeah, I've been there. I know exactly what you're going through, because that's just fake. And I understand that online stuff, like I said earlier, we all choose what we want to post and what things we want to share, good, bad, or ugly. It's still a decision that we are choosing to put up there, and you're not seeing everything. We all want more authenticity from the people that we follow, and I just don't like how fake she is trying to be authentic. And that she has like a million, give or take a few, she has a million, his sister got like a bath bomb set to make from like Walmart or whatever.
Different bath bombs.
But she has like a million followers that are like, you're amazing, you're the best, I feel like you see into my soul. And she's like, yeah, you go, mom. And I'm just like, it bothers me that she's pretending to have like something as serious as postpartum depression. That's not to say that they don't have some really real stuff that they're talking about in this book. With the quote I just read about being whatever mom that you are. So she has these meetup days once a month called #Gray Days, and that's talking about like the bad days, like as a mother, and postpartum depression, just hard days as a mom. So this is what she's talking about. And she's just talking to this girl that came up to her and was like struggling. She's got like a 4-year-old and then a newborn and having postpartum depression and stuff like that. And she's like, it's like you see into my soul and all this stuff. So this girl, she dabs at her eyes with the sleeve of her cardigan and nods her head. The thing about these women, Laura standing here in front of me and the other million odd who follow me, is that they feel like they've ceased to exist. The media, their husbands, their friends, none of them ever really acknowledge what it means to spend day in, day out mopping up puke, poop, and uneaten puree. To spend every night racking your brains trying to work out how to make tomorrow a little different. Stop you going mad from boredom. Not just another trip to the swings, the same baby gym that smells like feet, a cafe that doesn't really want you, and your fussy toddler taking up space, sharing one croissant and spilling a hot chocolate on the floor. And of course, yes, some dads do this and go through this too, but it is not dads who follow me, and it is never men who come along to these #Gray Days meetups, which used to puzzle me. Then I thought about the reaction Dan gets walking down the street with Bear in his pram or with Coco on her scooter. The friendly smiles, the compliments, the little nods and winks and gestures of approval and affirmation. The indisputable fact that when a man does even the very basics of childcare, however awkwardly, ineptly, or begrudgingly, he gets applauded for it. Whereas when a woman walks down the street with a baby, the only time anyone even notices is if they think she's doing something wrong. So true. So another quick thought on people like her. There's like this stalker person who's trying to find Emmy, her name is, and she's like trying to find out where she lives, but they're always trying to be like really careful with what information they put on the internet, right? But like this picture gets released and there's like something in the background, you can see there's like a pub or something. You can see just like a little piece of it, and then this stalker person is like putting all these pieces together and stuff like that, and that's really scary when you think about like all the stuff we post online, even if we're just posting to our friends on Facebook or our family or whatever, even if we have like a private account, we're just in an age now where we're sharing so much of our personal lives. And yeah, it's kind of scary to think that there could be somebody out there that would like want to hurt you and could like find where you live even when you're like super careful about what you're posting when it comes to your location. So we just stopped off at the library really quick, and I picked up my new book, and apparently all new releases of 2021 are pink.
Oh my gosh.
So apparently my library books are all pink, so I have to add a fourth book to my Reading Pink Books vlog.
Keep the letters in there.
Okay, so this is like my fourth attempt trying to film this. So we are going to film this very quickly here. So I finished this morning, Finley Donovan is Killing It. So that is the third and final book in my Reading Pink Books vlog. And I mentioned that I had picked up the Divines, which was also pink last time I went to the library, but I'm not going to read that for this vlog. It's just too much, and I already have like 50 something minutes worth of footage that I'm slowly working through editing before this clip here. So anyways, I'm going to end it with these books. So as I was trying to say previously, in You Have a Match, the one sister has made a name for herself on Instagram and like the health and wellness area of Instagram and yoga and all that fun stuff. And she's like very much obsessed with building her brand, and she's like 18 years old. So like she's just kind of getting into that stage where she now has like 100,000 followers or something like that. So she's getting like some momentum and picking up and stuff like that. So she is constantly like checking it and trying to keep up her numbers and her posts and all this stuff, and not really just enjoying life working or volunteering at the camp and her last summer before like college, stuff like that, right? Like she's not really enjoying that time. She's just kind of stressed out about Instagram. And then I read Followed by Millions, Watched by One, People Like Her, a novel by Ellery Lloyd. So this is about Emmy Jackson, aka @_Mama Bear, MAMABARE, because it was supposed to be bear like barefoot and pregnant, is the most honest Insta mom, MUM. So she makes a living off of Instagram, and in like London, England, she is an Insta mom and making a name for herself. She has 1 million followers, so she's pretty high up there in the Insta mom category. And her husband is a novelist. He's an author. He's written one book so far and has been struggling for the past few years to write another book or a sequel or whatever to that first one. He's trying every day to write a little bit and stuff, but they have 2 young kids. The one girl is 4, I believe, and then her son is like 5 weeks old at the beginning of this book. So it's just busy and chaotic, and he's kind of in like a writer's rut. And then in Finley Donovan is Killing It by Elle Cossimando. She is a writer. Finley Donovan is a writer. So I thought it was kind of funny, like they all kind of connected. The first two books had the Instagram angle, and then these two books have a little bit of the writer's angle. In this book, you get her perspective, Emmy, and then her husband's perspective, and also the perspective of the person who is watching. It says watched by one, and this is a mystery like thriller. Yeah, so you get her perspective as well, which was really kind of cool, and you get like the background and stuff like that. For this book, I would definitely look up trigger warnings for postpartum depression, infant loss due to co-sleeping, and suicide after infant loss. It's not a main focus, it's not the center of the story, it's not even Emmy's story with her kids and Instagram. It is the story of the person who is, it's part of the story of the person who's watching her. So it's kind of in the background, you hear about it, it's in the past, it's already happened, and she's just retelling the story kind of thing. But just definitely look up trigger warnings for that. I can't think of anything else that would be a trigger warning besides those ones. I enjoyed this. I liked the ending a lot more. The last little bit of the book was really interesting. I did not like Emmy Jackson as Insta Mom. Her whole shtick is about being honest, and she's like the most unauthentic person ever. All of her stuff is staged. None of it is honest, and she is being very like dishonest with what she's telling her fans. So I did not like that, but I still enjoyed the story, and I think she's kind of meant to be made like that, like not to be the most likable character ever. But then like this horrible thing happens, and you're like, oh my god, you don't want her to like die either. That's not a spoiler. But like, you don't want her to die, you don't want her to get hurt, you don't want her children to be harmed, you don't want, you know, something terrible to happen to her husband or anything like that. Like, you don't like her, but you're not against her either, I guess. Like, you don't want anything bad to happen to her, right? So I really enjoyed this, especially the ending of it, but it moved fairly quickly, the whole book. It was pretty fast-paced. And then Finlay Donovan is killing it. I thought it was funny. It was entertaining. There was a few parts I was a little bit questionable about. Like, just if I was in her shoes, how would I react? And I thought she was a likable character, Finlay. I thought her actions made sense for the story and what was going on and her situation in life and everything like that. I don't necessarily think it was right or wrong what she did. Well, it was wrong, quote unquote, it was wrong, but just like I said, her circumstances and the fact that it's a novel, it's not real. I thought like her decisions made sense. And I liked her nanny slash friend Vero. I think it's Veronica, but she goes by Vero. Yeah, those are the two like main characters, but I liked all the characters in this, and I thought it was pretty fast moving, and I really enjoyed this one. So that wraps up. I already returned You Have a Match, but that wraps up my pink reading books vlog thing. It was good. Thank you for joining me. Let me know if you have picked up these books. These are all like 2021 releases. So let me know if you picked up these books, if you're planning on picking up these books, if they sound interesting or not. And leave me a comment down below as well about what you are currently reading, and I will see you next time. Bye!